Hi, in this video I'm going to be giving a beginner's guide to Shindo Life or Shinobi Life 2. Before we get into that though, YouTube is actually telling me that only 3% of you guys are subscribed, or 2%. So if you aren't subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button because, you know, we're getting close to 3K. And when I mean close, I still mean pretty far, but like kind of close. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would be much appreciated. And other than that, let's just get right into this video. So the first thing you'll see when logging into Shindo Life or Shinobi Life 2 is this screen. You'll see Shindo Life, the logo, and it'll bring you down to this screen. Now obviously, first thing you want to do is click play. However, it will actually take you into edit mode, which is the thing for the first time, I guess. So yep, you'll see this screen. You can customize your stuff, like you can see what hair you want. You can choose your face, you know, pretty much anything. It's a great customization system. I'll just go with this for now. Change a face, change a beard, your like headband, your outfit, your shoes, and then you can change your skin color, your coat, and then you have 3 accessories. So those will appear on your back, and you like your kunai bag, you can have like straps. It's pretty cool. It's really nice. And your coat is like your flak vest. Right now I'm kind of wearing like this samurai looking coat. I really like it, but you can pretty much choose anything for the coat. And here you can actually choose the colors. So hair color, I can choose, if you click the hair color right here, and then you click a color, it will change. Yeah, you can change your hair color like this. So like if I want a dark blue, I can go for that. Yeah, you can pretty much choose like any color you want. So I usually go with kind of like a light blue. That'll do for now. And you can change your eye color, your beard band, and you can remove the mask on your outfit. Yeah, like that. I don't really like the faces personally. No offense to the devs or the designers, but I just prefer to have a mask. So yeah, there are some outfits with a mask and some without. Next thing you'll want to do before exiting out of the customization tab is actually go into your elements. And elements are kind of important in the early game. So you're obviously going to want to choose your first 2 elements. So you spin those 2. And see what you get. Now I would recommend not like spinning and spinning again to get what you want. I would just try and get 2 elements that are different from each other. And yeah. Now keep in mind, these 2 are actually locked. You can unlock a 3rd element by paying 120 Robux, and then same thing for the 4th element. You know, I paid up for the 3rd one. I realized it wasn't really worth it to get elements anymore, so I just went without a 4th one. But I really recommend wind, fire, lightning. Lightning is the one I use the most, but they're all good. And you move on to your bloodline or your Genkai. So this is definitely probably the next most important thing when customizing your character for the first time. You're going to want to spin these first 2 slots right here. Now you do unlock the 3rd and 4th slot the same way you unlock the element slots. You have to pay up. It's a little more. I think it's like $280 for each slot, so it's kind of more expensive, but if you're going to buy something, I would recommend buying this or the ability bag, which I'll go on later. So each bloodline is like a Genkai. It is a Genkai, actually. That's pretty much all for customizing. Now, if you are willing to pay up Robux and you do have like a ton of Robux on you, I would buy the ability bag, which is actually this thing that allows you to choose whatever you've previously unlocked. Like I've unlocked all the elements because it's 1 in 5. They're like the easiest thing to unlock. So like I can choose whichever element I want to have equipped. Pretty cool. And you can move on down here to your Genkai, I guess. Now here are the things that really makes the ability bag worth it. No matter what you spin, even if you haven't bought the ability bag before, you'll be able to actually choose these if you want to. So like, say I spin Scorch, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to keep it for now. And I spin it away, and then I realize, no, I did want Scorch. You can just go in here, and you can equip it in whatever bloodline slot you want. So definitely worth getting. Yeah, pretty worth it. Once you're done customizing, you're just gonna go complete customization. And yeah, you should be out of customizing. So yeah. Now it'll probably just take you automatically into the game. So let's just go right into the game. So it's going to look like this, and it's going to give you a map selection. Now this doesn't really matter at first. I'd just choose Leaf Village or the Ember Village, and I'd hit Enter RPG Ember. Now if you do buy the private server game pass, you have the ability to create infinite amounts of private servers. It'll send you into a private server, it'll display a code up top, and anybody can join you if they enter in that code. I'll go over that later in the video though, so for now just hit Enter RPG Ember. So once you're actually in the game, you're going to see quite a few people kind of, running around and stuff. Now you do have the ability to do PvP, but if you are level 0, you'll probably be level 0 if you're watching this because it is a beginner's tutorial. You won't be able to fight people unless they're level 0. Actually, you won't actually be able to fight anyone, to be honest, I don't think. Once you reach level 65, however, you're able to fight level 65 to, I think it's around 300, and then 300 above can fight everyone. So like if I choose to be toxic, I could fight this guy and this guy both at the same time if I wanted to. But yeah, you can fight people like that. But the biggest thing about Shindo Life or Shinobi Life is the quests. Now these quests gain you levels, and you'll get a ton of levels at first. Please stop using full Susano. You get a ton of levels at first, and then you'll slowly stop getting levels as fast. At my level, it's around 1 to 2 levels per quest, so keep that in mind when you go for quests. Instead of just going to the red star quests or the blue star quests, I would go straight to the green scroll quests. It's just really much more worth it. I don't know why. Okay, so yeah, to get the quest, you just click it like I just did, and you get a quest like this. It'll probably go along the lines of help.
Corrupt something ninjas or assassins or rogue ninjas have been hiding around these areas. Can you defeat them?
And then you can either accept the quest or leave. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Now you have around 12 minutes to complete the quest, and you can choose whether or not you actually do want to complete it. If you don't, you can just type cancel in the chat like this, and you can actually cancel your quest. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go right over to my quest, and we'll see what it looks like there. Alright, so once you arrive at your quest, it'll look like this. Normally they do have clothes on, so when they don't be surprised. It's a glitch. Now, depending on your level, they'll have a different amount of health, which I think is really why Shindo Life is so good. There's a massive amount of customization that goes into it, and at each level, their health will go up. So see, they're slightly lower level than I am, and when you're at level 0, they'll probably be at level 0 too. And it's actually pretty easy to kill them. You just kind of go like this, and yeah, just kill them. Now, at the start, you won't have anything goods, but I do recommend just punching them. It's probably the most efficient way to kill them, just spamming. Okay, chill out. So as you level up, you'll slowly unlock more elements, or not more, but more elemental moves. And to buy them or equip them, it'll require a certain level and a certain amount of stat points. Stat points are another important thing that I've completely forgotten to go over. But basically, when you complete a mission, you'll get a certain amount of points. And to add the points on, you just you click the plus button on each point thing. And you're like, ooh, I want to add however many points you have. So if I have 28, I'll add 20 onto my health points to make it 3,320. Why though? Why? Some people just need to let it out, and if they're gonna let it out like that, then just do it, bro. I don't care, okay? So as I was saying before I was, killed, your points will level up your stats and add points to your stats, and in turn, those stats will level up your damage output. So if you're only doing 100 damage per punch, you could be doing 200 damage per punch, with another 100 points added. Pretty much goes like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's pretty much how I understand it. Yeah, so that's pretty much the stat system. Now, as I said earlier with the elements, the same thing applies to your bloodline or your Genkai. As you level up the Genkai, or as you level up yourself, the Genkai will also level up. It has its own little XP bar down here. And as it levels up, you'll be able to unlock moves on it. It does require stat points and money, Ryo, which you get after completing quests, but it's really not too hard to unlock them. It's pretty cheap, honestly. But here's something that will cost you quite a lot of Ryo. You've got these sub-abilities. Now, sub-abilities are kind of weird. They spawn at a certain time each day, so if I want to get the Cursed Spirit, or the Curse Mark, it spawns at 2:15 a.m. or p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and there's a clock up here, just in case you don't have one, in the Forest of Embers. So you can get there by going into the travel button and scrolling down to Forest of Embers and clicking teleport. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to go there right now, but it will spawn if you go there at 2:15. There is, however, a 1 in 15 chance, so I go back on what I just said. It will spawn in 1 out of every 15 servers, so you might have to hop through public servers, or you can hop through private servers if you have the Game Pass or a ton of codes. So you can do that for sub abilities, which actually cost quite a lot of money. So if you don't have a ton of Ryo, I wouldn't bother, because they do cost quite a lot of Ryo and have quite a high level requirement. And some of them are really rare, like this 1 in 45, 1 in 60. But yeah, they're all pretty rare, and some of them are not rare. And yeah, same thing applies for tailed beasts, except for the 10 tails, which you unlock on war servers. So you can go to travel and then scroll down to the war, or not Shindo World, war, and every 20 rounds, the 10 tails will spawn, but you only have a small chance of getting the scroll, dropping the scroll, and then 3 people can grab that scroll. So yeah, but to be honest though, 10 tails kind of overrated, not gonna lie, but if you really want it, you can go get it. The next thing that I'm going to go over is pretty much every other tab in the menu that I haven't gone over. So you got stats, like I already explained that. You got ninja tools. Now here's another thing. Just like sub abilities or subjutsus, you unlock these with time. So at certain time you can get at 7:55 a.m. or p.m. So that's actually kind of soon. There's a 1 in 8 chance of this thing, Nimbus Blade, or really Sasuke's blade, spawning. And you can go to the Nimbus server, so if you travel and then scroll to Nimbus, like so, and you click teleport, there's a 1 in 8 chance of that spawning in that server. Pretty much the same thing as sub abilities. And once you get the scroll, or you click the scroll, you'll have this page, and you can unlock the two-bladed scythe, or scythe, I said scythe. The two-bladed scythe with 520 levels, 1,700 chi, and 135k Ryo. That's pretty much how that works. Same thing as sub abilities. But yeah, that's pretty much the ninja tool thing in a nutshell. Now, moving on to companions. Companions are, to be honest, kind of overrated. They're cool, but when the non-copyright update came in, they just kind of became not very cool. But you can get them if you want. They're found by doing boss missions, so
2,000 years later.
I can't seem to find one right now. They're a lot rarer than the regular green missions. I don't know where one is right now, but you'll know when you see it. Same color orange as that star, but obviously, I don't know, it looks cooler. Now for some boss missions, you need a higher level than others. So like for some you need level 300, some you need level 700. It really just depends on what boss mission it is. But yeah, people are just blowing stuff up in the background. Don't mind that. This is, it's Shindo life. That's what happens.
Bruh.
Now there are 4 companions, or no, there are more than 4. Wow. There's like 5, I think, that spawn at certain times. So you got Pain, or Regret, 9:45 a.m. and 1 in 20 chance. Now once you collect the scroll, it will be an instant unlock, I believe. So no need to buy them. So they're actually pretty good. Yeah, pretty straightforward on the companions tab. I already went over the travel tab. You can travel to different villages. So you got Ember, Obelisk, Nimbus, Haze, Dunes, Storm, Training Grounds, the Forest of Ember, the Dawn Hideout, and the Arena. Oh yeah, Arena X. You got Shindo World, and you have the War servers. Now, if you don't know what these villages are, I do have a video on all of the new stuff before and after the copyright update, so I'll link that in the description. But you can go check that out for details on what all the bloodlines actually are. Like, this is Byakugan, but it's called Genkai, so you can figure what those are in the other video. Then you have the Mastery tab. Now, the Mastery tab is pretty much for people with the Genkai bag, or the ability bag, I guess it's called. You can equip stuff while you're in game. You don't have to go into edit mode, which is really nice. So you can, equip stuff, and you can also see what level your Genkais are. So like if you're like What level is my storm, Genkai? I can be like, oh, it's level 500. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Now, onto the mastery bag. Oh, we just did that. The cheats bag. Here's where it gets a little crazy. So, you have the bloodline slots, which is for 280 Robux. You have the element slots for 120 Robux. The bloodline bag, or the ability bag. You have the custom mask thing, which I'll go on later in customs. You have the radio game pass, the Dawn or the Akatsuki game pass, the private server game pass. Probably these two are probably the most worth it if you're going to buy something in this game. Also the most expensive, but definitely worth it. And then the spin thing, which gives you a maximum of 1,000 spins instead of 500. Yeah, it's pretty much that. Customs, you can get your mask. So like if I want, a cat mask, I can have that. Looks pretty nice. Now you can actually paste custom Roblox decal IDs in here if you want to. So like you can pop that in there and you can have a custom mask, which is actually a really nice idea. And finally, you have controls. Now you can just change your keybinds here. Not really anything crazy. For mobile, I think it's a little different. You like move the things around on your screen. But if you want to change your keybinds, they're right here, so you can change them like that. But something I do recommend is if you're on PC, changing your Genkai slots or your Genkai moves or your bloodline moves to 1, 2, and 3, because it's just a lot easier than using keys pretty far out on the keyboard. It's just a lot quicker, faster reflexes, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much Shindo Life or Shinobi Life for a beginner in a nutshell. I do want to move my channel from less of tutorials and more of gaming, just kind of commentary gaming. I don't know if you guys want to see that or if you just want to see a ton more Shindo Life or Shinobi Life tutorials. If you're bothered, comment down below. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to join the Discord, the Roblox group, and and grab the Roblox merch because the 1K shirts have gone. But don't fear, if we ever hit 10K, there will be 10K shirts. So make sure to subscribe, spam that subscribe button, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. So, wow, okay, so see ya.